the problem with this show is that it's just so hard to keep a straight face. And a lot of the time, I just can't hold it in. That's the problem when something is just quite damn funny. You really have to give it some props when a show can just grab your intrigue. Especially a show like this where there seems to be so many innuendos. It doesn't try to stroke its ego too much. I think we all know what's going on, so I haven't forgiven all of you for choosing this show, but if you don't know what's going on, head on over back to episode 1. If you want to be another reason, this is probably going to be used as evidence against me at some point, then use the links in the description to head on over to my Discord, and yeah, we'll all go downhill from there. Well, I'll try not to go off half-cocked. I hope you're ready, because I'm about to begin. Yeah. Great choice of words. Not quite what he was worried about. But to think that... yeah, this is going to be the end of me. Well, yeah, you've got us there. If you think something is oddly or oddly sexual, there's a reason for that. I don't get what he was meant to be drawing, but... really, you're quite easy to please. There is an odd satisfaction with saying stuff that is a bit... out of normal discussion, but... not to that degree. Wait, was that just a swimming pool that got blew up? What? Is this the hill you want to die on, though? Actually, yeah, I don't think I'd want to live in that society, otherwise it's just very incredibly restrictive, isn't it? All I know is that it's... it's almost impossible for them to actually make these kind of rules in reality. I can't speak. Make these kind of rules in reality, because there would be a riot. Everyone will rise up, and then they'll get out to fight as well. I'm very glad that I have an ice to drink. And if you're unaware of anything that gets described during this show, ask an adult. And no, I don't think I'd qualify for that. Metaphorically, I hope. It's less the fact it was flies, more the act and the audio. Oh, that's unfair. Accusing him just because his father was a terrorist doesn't mean he had anything to do with it. Hmm. Okay. He really needs to stop that act of grinding his teeth, though. 98? What were you counting up to? I saw that in the opening. What are you doing? This is not something you do with kids. This is above and beyond just jokes. Might be for the best, but for the wrong reasons that he was arrested. Yeah, they couldn't even really tell the kids what the dad was put away for, could they? So yeah, she was the light in dire times, wasn't it? Because that she was so sheltered. She had no idea even about why kids were staying away from him. You still think that was an act? So even if that was the reason, you still did what they were before. Okay. Do the wristbands act as just straight up phones as well? We've seen had the display, so yeah. Oh yeah, he tried to when she disclosed herself as being Blue Tundra. Is how long do they get put into forced labour if they're caught with stuff like this though? Because we saw in the beginning there was what 100 or so magazines. Spreading it all in a school was a dangerous act. Even though things have become digitized on the internet and whatnot. Why would you put it in an incinerator? You can recycle books. Even though with the internet, there is still a place for physical media. Also, it's like VPNs don't exist. Not every country in the world have enacted such a hardcore policy. Don't get distracted. Also, isn't that one of the pictures that was on the little card that she was throwing earlier? Not that I was paying too much attention. What a question to ask. Yeah. Don't replace a picture. Perfect place into perfect person to run into. Yes, how is the following of science hindered by all of this bureaucracy, to say the least? Be careful with your word. She's really studied this. I know that there are people out there who it is their job to actually look at things in this much detail, so I can't say anything bad about it. Are there any false positives though? Like you doing ordinary actions which could seem as though it was something obscene. At least they've got a lot of free labour. Right in the council. She is that. She doesn't see the implications of it. And how would you know that? Of course, just a maiden savouring a mushroom. Well, and that was better. Yeah. Why does it matter if it was a banana or a mushroom? That's not the point here. That poor illustration. Use first-hand examples. Yeah, they become acquainted quite quickly. Giving off quite a bit of personal information there. So, saying naughty words is a big no-no, but physically assaulting, that's fine. Well, because yeah, he got to talk one-on-one with his beloved. Yeah. The thing is that I believe Anna is the type that I was thinking about in the first episode, where someone that is so unaware of everything because it's been so suppressed that as soon as they get a taste and that don't quite understand, they're going off the deep end quickly. Well, that seems important to the plot. If there is plot. Ah, you got your phone out. It must be quite annoying to. Must be quite annoying. Wait, what? Uh, on the rooftop? Quite a large percentage. But what was my what was I thinking? That is a problem. But is there any time during the show where she'll forget to be on her phone? And how problematic will it be if the daughter of one of the influential people in charge of all of this gets caught out? Oh my god, I just saw the name of this place. It is a normal, healthy reaction, I guess, but it depends on what you're doing at the time. I'm not my. I'm in that weird place where I can understand somewhat of the puns in the original language, but to scare the faculty. What were they doing with those samples? Or it was someone who took them all really likes to do it. Can you really stop the music that goes with it? I think that this is. There was a line where. There was a line where this would be somewhat dodgy as a normal show, and this one saw that line and then went on a field trip way past it. Now, what could they mean by protein? Wow. Hickenoid! What's amazing? It is good that they're getting an actual education in it, but is this the person you want an education from? At least he's kind of backed into a corner. No, I can't say at least he's going along with the act. He kind of has to at this point. Here's the thing: is this the sort of thing where you expect the schools to inform the kids, or is this more of a like a one-on-one explanation of the facts that you get from your parents. Well, are you going to explain? Okay. Cool. Quick, cheese it! Good, the rope's there. Don't burn your hands this time. I thought he'd be doing it! Wow. She's quite athletic. How? Go up? Really? Not down? How are you gonna... Just take off the disguise somewhere. Hopefully you've got a spare change of clothes. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Good save. Couldn't come at a better time. Would you really want to be peeking at that point? Even if they are after her, there's two of them. They can split up. One comes after you. Shit. Someone else brought into the folds, I guess. And an artist at that. Some of these visuals are... I think they're insinuating something. I can't put my finger on it. I can see like the underlinings of an actual plot for here, though. And I think I like the severely sleep deprived scientist, even with their they're overly attached to those flies and the research. Razor legs. Oh no. I'm glad I grew up in a time where, well, there wasn't an over prevalence in the media, movies, music videos, etc., to kind of force things onto you early and start asking questions. And there wasn't a complete abstinence from getting the information like there might have been quite a few years ago. And so I think I grew up relatively normal. Although you might want to ask questions into the scale of what I'm calling normal. it's strange that we're almost all somewhat drawn onto the side of Blue Tundra here, because there is a danger with not being informed in any way, as was pointed out. And so I was about to say, but who really goes around shouting words like that in public? And then I remembered there was a game I used to play with my group of friends, which essentially consisted of we each take turns consecutively getting louder and louder until someone backs out of saying the word penis. There was a few of us that actually hurt our vocal cords at one point to just shouting it. Not a lie. The people in the middle of the town would, well, they should definitely have loved us for that. If you have any fun stories like that, you can probably keep them to yourself. Or as long as they're not incriminating, let me know down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed the episode, maybe a like as well. There is some good music in this show. There is some somewhat good ideals in this show. There is imagery in this show. I'm not giving it an adjective. Hopefully you're going to be coming back for more. But get some rest, so I can see you there. I really do get the feeling that I am the student in the eye test that is my channel. And if you wish to put panties on your face and help educate me on the inner workings of all of this, then consider moving on to Patreon. Because so far I know that Flawdataku, Sal, Raywin, HSTR, Dynamite 1997, Aisha M, Shiwan, ASD and everyone else are definitely fighting hard to inform everyone of what anime can produce. So once again, thank you.